constantly daydreaming about traveling the world, exploring new places, trying out new cuisines, meeting new people? You probably have wanderlust. But losing oneself in this urge to travel often takes up lots of resources, time, and is also a matter of convenience. So, with the rising cases of COVID, when the restrictions have started imposing already, we set out to a beautiful place just 3 hours from Bangalore, Hogenekkal. We stopped at the Murugan idli in Krishnagiri for a very good breakfast. Oh my god, the idlis there, it was so good, so soft, even softer than my son's cheeks. So after having the sumptuous authentic South Indian breakfast and after driving for a good 3 hours through the winding roads and the swaying green trees, we made our way to the Dharmapuri village wherein the Hogenekkal falls were located. When I speak of traveling and wanderlust, it doesn't always have to include very glamorous destinations or exotic resorts. In fact, it's not always the destination alone, it's the journey what matters. And if you get to travel with your best friends and family, nothing like it. We parked our car roughly a kilometer away from the point where we actually took the coracle from, and we made our way through the lanes of the village and came across so many monkeys. Poor fellow, they were busy trying to eat whatever they could. As we were walking through the village towards the river, we spotted so many local vendors and fishermen selling their fresh catches, and my mother and my aunt were so excited. Bengalis, I tell you, fish and they always have a connection. A friend of ours had given us the number of the boatman, and we were fortunate enough that he turned out to be a really trustworthy and friendly fellow. Due to the rising COVID situation, we found this place relatively a lot less crowded than what it otherwise would have been. And since we were 8 of us, we hired 2 coracles and fitted there along with our boatman and Advik. Being in the coracle is an absolutely different kind of experience. You'll first be a bit apprehensive, you'll first be a bit scared if you should try it or not. But once you're in there and you realize that these are actually real modes of transport for locals there, you'll feel more confident and you'll start enjoying the ride. Since childhood, my ma and Mamuni has been my constant travel companions, and after all these years, nothing has changed. They are equally as fun. Hey, Randish, Rashmi, Pratik, Divya. After being in the coracle for a while, you'll start hearing the sound of the waterfall somewhere nearby. And before you even realize it, that soft gushing sound turns into a huge uproar. It was so much fun in the coracle, I cannot explain. There was also a point where the boatman took us round and round, and it was crazy. After enjoying the madness near the waterfall, the boatman took us to a far more tranquil stretch. This was such a welcome change in contrast to the fun that we had just a couple of minutes ago. Our boatman pointed us to the place where the river, nobody knew if that was the TamilNadu or Karnataka. So it makes us realize that how small we are in front of nature. It's men who make the boundaries but not nature. We parked our coracle at a place, hiked for some around 200 meters. It wasn't a very steep hike, but yeah, it was doable. And then with whatever transport that was available to accommodate all 8 of us or all 9 of us, we made our way to the point wherein our boatman guided us to the place where the falls were actually located. The huge Hogenekkal falls were actually located. Honestly, if you ask me, I wouldn't suggest you travel to this place with a toddler or an infant. But for Advik, he's different. He loves enjoying and exploring new places with us, and he's safe when we are around, touch wood. Postpartum, I have put on weight and I might not be as agile as I was before, but nothing can stop me from having fun. So in spite of bruising my toes while I was trying to climb through the rocks, I still made my way to the viewpoint and enjoyed myself thoroughly there. After having fun in the river and in the waterfall for a couple of hours, and after clicking a dozen of pictures, we made our way through the village and hiked back to the point where we had parked the coracles. Finally, we made our way sailing through the calm river and making it to the point from where the fun journey all started. Such a fun and a different kind of experience it has been altogether. Honestly speaking, I have heard mixed reviews of this place, but I'm so grateful to the friend who encouraged me to go ahead and come here with my family. I would have never known that just 3 hours from Bangalore and such a beautiful and fun place actually existed. While driving homewards, in spite of following the Google Maps, we messed up and lost our way, but somehow we managed to reach Bangalore all safe and sound, and we added one more tale, one more story to Advik's adventures.